Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Riley. You may know me as Honey Rags, and I'm a full-time reseller. I resell on Poshmark, eBay, and Etsy. I resell anything and everything, and I'm not even going to do an intro because you guys can tell by the title. I'm just going to take you thrifting with me. My last couple of thrift with me's are popular. I'm just taping it on my phone, so it's not going to be like anything long and special. But I do want to show you guys something funny because I was thinking about it as I got in the car. When I first started my YouTube video, and really even my Instagram, like I never really thought that I would gain like that many followers. I just kind of did it because it was, like, clearly it's also a hobby for me. And I wanted to follow other people who did the same thing that I did. But like my Instagram and YouTube started growing. And I remember specifically when I was doing YouTube videos, when I first started up and I was getting like more subscribers, I'm like, you know, if I ever do like make it to influencer status, which like I'm gonna be humble, I'm not an influencer, but I had this thought, and I'm like, I'm gonna start presenting myself better. I'm just gonna present myself very nicely because I have people following me for the tips that I give, and even some following me for my lifestyle. So, you know, I really got to get my act together and get with the fashion trends and wear the cute sun hats and all that shit. I want to show you guys what I'm wearing in Goodwill. So this is like a thrifted top with some tie-dye pants, but this is the best part. Oh, I just turned on my blinker. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Look at what I'm wearing. These are slippers. These are Clark slippers that I got at the bins with striped socks, blue tie-dye pants. I just turned on my other blinker, and a color block shirt. Oh my God, did you guys just see my address? Okay, we have our house for sale, so that's why. It's actually sold. I said I wasn't gonna do an intro, and I'm like a minute and 40 seconds in. So let's go and see what I find to resell. So I know a lot of resellers have gone like knee deep into the vintage woven basket trend, but honestly, I don't really pick them up. This one did catch my attention though. Most of them just look like braided twigs to me anyway, but this one I thought I could use as a garbage can, so I actually put it in the cart for myself. I just wanted to include it because it's cute. I'm sure some of you guys already saw that little aqua Pyrex at the bottom. So this is like a Depression era fruit dish, maybe later, like 1940s, but I'm thinking it's probably Depression era. So this is a nice Pyrex. It did not have a price on it, but when I got to the register, she said $2, and I'm like, okay, because usually the Goodwills will mark up Pyrex, and honestly, even though Pyrex is a really hot commodity and people are willing to pay up for it, I have noticed when Pyrex is overpriced at Goodwill, it does sit. So I think a lot of the Goodwills near me over the past year have realized it's not worth sitting on. Let's just give it a reasonable price. Every once in a while, I'll walk into a thrift shop and it'll have Pyrex marked at $30, and it usually sits there. It moves a lot quicker around like $5. So $2 was definitely a steal. I always look at the glass too. I'm always trying to keep my eye out for crystal. And honestly, I'm really bad at identifying crystal. I always look through the pots and pans too, because sometimes they have I don't want to say misplaced. Sometimes they put the Pyrex in the pots and pans, like cookware section. Yeah, you see this little trivet. I think this is called a trivet. So this is a quick funny story. I don't want to say I used to, but when I first started reselling, I picked up like every single cast iron pot holder or trivet, whatever you want to call it, that I found, because I thought that they were like worthy of reselling, and I couldn't give them away. Like, it was the worst decision I'd ever made for my business to buy a bunch of cast iron pot holders that literally nobody wanted. I thought this was really cute. It's a 1998 oil lamp. It's really kitschy, and I wanted to bring it home, but I have to be more picky. See, I have a problem where I think, oh, somebody's going to want this, and I'm sure somebody would want it, but is it worth sitting on? I don't know. This is cute. This is a 1970s carved owl. I actually have an owl just like this that I honestly probably still have listed on my Etsy shop for like $30, but the other one that I have is a bit bigger. That one's smaller, so I'll list it around like $18 to $20. The other one might have sold, actually. I'm not sure now. This is pretty cool. It's a really heavy, I thought this was Depression glass, but I don't think it is. But it has that iridescence to it, kind of like carnival glass. But it was like a candle stick holder. It was really odd. It kind of looked like a goblet. I don't really know exactly what the use for that would be, but I didn't pick it up because I wouldn't even know where to start when it comes to listing that and describing what it is. This is a really weird, like mid-2000s Apple thing with a nasty old cord that looks like it came from 1960. So I didn't even, I just kind of showed you guys that. If any of you guys want to tell me what that is, that would be cool because I don't know. I know I only showed it on video for like 2 seconds, but I'm still kind of awkward when I'm trying to film, especially if there's employees around because I don't want to make them uncomfortable. I always look through the vases, obviously, which if you're a reseller of vintage hard goods, you should always look through the vases if they're displayed separately at your Goodwills. It's actually pretty rare that I come by a nice vase, honestly, a vase. It's not that often that I find them worth reselling, and I don't know why that is. Oh, I picked these up. So these are vintage light fixtures, which actually sell. I've sold a lot of vintage light fixtures. I went through a phase where I was finding a lot of early 1900s Edwardian and Art Deco light fixtures, and they sell for like $50 to $200 or more depending, but I mean obviously that those ones that I just showed you guys were not that old, but I did want to put it on the video real quick so I could bring that point up to you guys. Now I'm going through the shoes. This was a very bad day for shoes. I didn't come home with any. I am going to slide in right now to tell you guys I ended up going to another thrift shop. I'm voicing this over the day after. I thought I was just going to do a one-stop shop and publish the video, but I just really didn't find that much stuff. And I'm like, this is not worthy content to put on my channel. I have to go to another shop. But of course, by the time I got done with this one, most of the thrift shops had closed. So I did not take my glitter slippers out on round 2 for any of you guys wondering. I also want to show you guys this. One of my local Goodwills has this shoe wall, and I wish every single shoe was displayed like that. It's so much easier to look through them and see the brand and size almost right away. I don't know why Goodwills don't do that, but it's a brilliant idea. I wish the entire display was like that. Here's the furniture, which was also very underwhelming. I spotted this globe. A lot of you guys, seasoned resellers, I should say, know that old globes can get you lots of money. That one was just like a crappy old, probably late 90s globe that wasn't worth reselling. It honestly felt like styrofoam. So I was really excited about going through the clothes today. I didn't even film myself. Actually, I lied. I did film myself going through short sleeve because I went through short sleeve first because I need to upgrade my short sleeve inventory. But there was literally nothing to show you guys. And I'm like, I can't include this in the video. So this is For the Republic. The reason I put this in my cart was because it's a brand that I'd heard of before, but I wasn't sure in what context I heard it. So I put it in my cart and I did a little bit of research. The brand comps are all over the place. This is a Sparrow Anthropology. I didn't show you guys that tag long enough. The Sparrow came home with me. And at this point, there was already some stuff in my cart, which I'm going to try to show. I think I show you guys like in 2 clips from now. I'm the most disorganized person. Anyway, that For the Republic sweater, the comps were all over the place for the brand. If it would have been like a cute dress or jacket, I probably would have brought it home. But some of the comps were as low as like $11 with free shipping, which obviously was not worth it for me. So I just reviewed that voiceover for the first, 4 minutes, because it's hard for me to keep track and like just keep talking without just blabbering on because you guys know how I am. And I realized I think I'm talking too close into the voiceover microphone because when I listened to that first 4 minutes, all I could hear was like my tongue moving around in my mouth, like that's all I focused on. So I'm definitely working on this, guys. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm not used to doing these. I just really started doing these regularly not that long ago. This was definitely the find of the trip. It's a brand new with tags, organic Eileen Fisher linen top. I actually already listed that bad boy. I think I listed it at $40 some dollars. Gretchen Scott. I didn't show you guys that tag long enough either. Wow, I'm a mess. Gretchen Scott is a good brand to pick up. Just like Lily Pulitzer, the more special and striking the pattern, the more you can expect to get out of them. I also already listed that one, I think around $25. But Gretchen Scott has a pretty good sell-through rate for me personally. I also do want to say, obviously, I'm cutting out 2 hours worth of this trip. So you guys are going to see, 25 minutes worth of me going through these racks. but just keep in mind, I'm only trying to include the footage that's like interesting and actually helps you guys to identify brands that I pick up, because you know, if not, you guys would just be watching me go through clothing for 2 hours and I would lose all my subscribers because it's boring and it's repetitive. This is an Alessia Pacini, Italy. That's a linen top. I have that one listed at $25. Alessia Pacini is a pretty good brand, depending, I always say this, but depending on the piece. Like if I found one of her tank tops, I wouldn't pick it up. I wouldn't consider her high end, but it's a nice collection. And it's made in Italy. So that has, you know, its perks when you can list it with the tag word Italy, even though a lot of clothing is made in Italy and actually isn't worth reselling. Yeah, just a note. So Alessia Pacini. This is a Harley Davidson top. This is like a mid 2000s see-through mesh top with the logo on it. It was $5.99. So I ended up putting it back. I sat on it. I left it in my cart, but I put it back. I have one just like that. I either am still sitting on it or it's sold at $22. I don't remember if it's sold. I go through so much stuff, guys. Like hundreds of items a month. So just bear with me when I say I don't know if I still have it or not. But usually tops at Goodwill are $2.99 for short sleeves. So the fact that that one was $5.99, I left it behind. I'm showing you guys these LL Bean hiking pants because I actually picked these up for myself. I started wearing LL Bean pants about a year ago, and they make my butt look so good. I know, LL Bean, like not what I was expecting. Here's what I ended up bringing home. I'm showing you guys the tops. This is a Rose Marine, another Italy brand. This is a silk exterior. Rose Marine, I can sell for about $25 for a piece like that. This is a Snowskins velour, kind of like a base layer. I think I'll be able to sell that piece for around $20 to $25 just because it is basic. This is an American Glamour by Bagley Mishka. If I'm saying that right, it was like a mini dress or tunic, so I picked it up. Animal print is hot too. Okay guys, it is day number 2, which really is only my second thrift shop, but let's see what we find at this one. So most of the time I always go through hard lines first. These glasses caught my attention. I honestly think they're just mid-2000s glasses. They are made of glass though. They look so fancy. They look like they're made of plastic, and we're moving and we have a house with an in-ground pool. So I honestly thought about getting that entire set for myself because I want to be like the loser mom who puts up a stupid tiki bar in her backyard. But I don't have company over enough to, you know, serve alcoholic beverages in tiny cute little cups like that. So these are actually I think they're 1990s champagne glasses, and they came with a bottle of like New Year's champagne, and the bottle of champagne costs like $70, and I find those a lot. So I don't know what people were doing in the 90s where they were just spending, you know, popping $70 bottles of champagne all the time. But that little Tupperware butter dish that you guys just saw me pick up, certain colors sell for like $18 with free shipping on Etsy, but if you can find them like at the bins or for like 50 cents, they ship first class. So sometimes I pick them up and they sell pretty quickly. Tupperware butter keepers is what I title them as and search them as. Now I'm just kind of looking through the miscellaneous aisle, which usually isn't, I never find anything good. This I thought maybe was vintage, but it says like 2007, so I was clearly wrong. Some sports teams like that, like sports team banners sell, but for $3 I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna look it up. So this Sears and Kenmore, this is a sewing machine attachment. It looks like an older sewing machine attachment, maybe like I don't know, I'm not even gonna try to give you guys a date. Some of those sell for like $50 plus, and I've sold some in the past. However, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I didn't see a model number, so I just left it behind. But you know, some of those sewing machine attachments from like older sewing machines, they don't produce them anymore, so people will pay like $50 to $100 for them. Clearly this cute little bohemian style shelf is adorable. I could probably easily flip it on the marketplace, but I think I'm going to keep that one for myself. This here looks like a 1930s era fruit dish or candy dish, trivet. Why did I just say trivet? Candy dish, something like that. Because fruits were really popular in the 1930s as far as like on clothing, on dishware and stuff like that. I found these men's Vineyard Vine shorts. It's short season. These I think I'll be able to move around $18 with free shipping on eBay. This is a first time finding Freer. I'm not even gonna say it. Just read that. Freer tuck. Canada. And it has like a cute little monk or something on it. Really cute. Hurley is something I usually don't pick up. But Hurley UPF 50 and any type of UV sun protection swimwear usually sells around $20 for me. So as you guys can tell, I was finding stuff and I just didn't have the time to tape me going through the racks. Soft surrounding skirt. Here's I usually don't buy Oakley either, but this is an Oakley tennis skirt, and tennis skirts sell well for me, even if they're like Nike or Reebok. So I'm going to try that one around 18 to 20 with free shipping on eBay. Another soft surrounding skirt. So both of these skirts are like midi. Is that one pleat? No, these aren't pleated. This is a really cute cobby shirt. I can't really do it justice trying to show you guys with the horizontal camera frame. But I almost always pick up New Label copy and move it around between $16 and $24. So this is a 1997. Don't worry, guys. I put this little price sticker back on. I wasn't trying to steal it. 1997 Tweety Bird backpack. I think that would be a hit on Depop if I still had Depop. I don't, so I'm going to try to sell it on Poshmark or Etsy. I don't know. I need to look up comps before I tell you guys any numbers on that Tweety Bird. So this is probably the only time I'm going to show you guys me going through the racks for this specific thrift shop, because yeah, I was just overwhelmed with how much bread and butter stuff I was finding. So that's a soft surroundings piece. Another soft surroundings piece right here, and you know, these are all the same size, so these were clearly donated from, you know, the same person, the same closet. So I made sure to quickly go check the other sizes in like dresses and pants that matched that, and I could not find any more soft surroundings pieces. But that's fine, because I love soft surroundings. For those of you who are new to my channel, soft surroundings, it does not retail for that much, but it has a cult-like following, and it's a bread and butter brand for me. Totally depending on the piece, I can get from $18 to $50 depending on the piece. You know, obviously certain styles like cardigans, kimonos, and dresses will go for more than just their plain shirts. But yeah, I sell a lot of soft surroundings. I have a lot of soft surroundings in my inventory, and it's been a very reliable and consistent brand for me to sell. It's just not a big flip, but you know, if you're willing to put in the work and, you know, effort, you definitely do see return on it. C by Chloe. So this was clearly my best find from this trip. This is a C by Chloe dress. I've only ever found Chloe one other time, and it sold right away. I think it was a dress that I sold for over $100. Toad & Co., formerly known as Horny Toad. This is a cute little wave pattern summer dress. Probably get about 20 to 24 out of that. This is a New Label cobby, like multi-textured fabric dress. I want to look up the style number on the copy pieces before I tell you guys like the prices, because it really all depends on the style. Eileen Fisher pants you guys just saw. A Sundance thermal you guys just saw. Sundance thermals sell around $20. This is a Title IX hoodie. I've sold 4 of these exact same hoodies before. They're pretty sought after. They can go for anywhere between $30 and $50 depending on the color and condition and size. I don't usually pick up Fabletics, but this is a Fabletics one size like pullover poncho. So I had to pick that up. I think that'll sell. Joseph Ribkoff. I don't always pick them up. There were actually a couple Joseph Ribkoff pieces I left behind, but that pattern is striking, so I think I'll get about 30 for it. A Sundance cardigan. Is that a duster or cardigan? I think I can get 25 for that. So this is really cool. Soft surroundings. This is just like a beach cardigan. I'm really bad with clothing style names, guys. Just bear with me. I think I'll be able, I don't know. I think I'll be able to get about 40 for that. Maybe less though. I have to look up the style. Tweeds, 2-ply cashmere always sells around $20 to $25 for me. This is a vintage Yamaha jacket. This is actually a woman's, but the men's comps were anywhere from $30 to $70, and it seems like the pieces that actually had Yamaha like very visible on them sold for closer to $70, so I did bring this one home with me. So obviously day 2 was better than yesterday, so I'm really glad that I decided to give it another go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my thrift with me. You guys can see my hand. I'm like such a hand talker. You guys can see my shadow from, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna leave a link. You can tell it was a good haul because look what happened to my hair. Like I went in there with a really tight bun. I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description to my Instagram, honey honeyrags. I'm also going to leave a link down below in the description to my website, honeyragsco.com. Yeah, from there you can go like my Facebook page and stuff too, because I don't really get that much attention over there and it's embarrassing. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Happy selling, happy thrifting, and stay safe.